Bro, what are you doing with your life? You're being on the phone all day and you're constantly watching YouTube while being in bed. And I understand that you're just living your life on your own terms, but you don't understand that if you're constantly doing this, you actually ruin your life. And hey, I completely understand that you don't feel this right away at the moment because you're like, yeah, it's my life. I can do whatever I want. But what you don't understand is that what you're doing now will have an impact on your future. And in this video, I actually want to help you out because in this video, I want to talk about 5 main mistakes that are ruining your life. So you might not completely understand it at the moment, but in the future, it will actually benefit you by preventing these things. Or maybe you're actually doing it at the moment, but you don't even realize it. And that's something I want to talk about in this video. And I hope you're excited for this video because I am. And if you're someone that's new to this channel and wants to see more amazing content like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out. I'm trying to aim for 10k subscribers. So therefore, by you just simply subscribing, you really help the channel out. Because I saw that over 95% of you guys that are currently watching these videos aren't even subscribed yet. So what are you doing? Consider to hit the subscribe button. And with that said, let's jump into the video. Number 1, not investing. So, hey, I understand that a lot of you guys that are currently watching this video might think, yeah, investing is a bit too risky. I don't have particularly enough money to invest. But the truth is that investing has been much more easier than it has ever been. And at the same time, you can easily invest just simply £1, $1. It doesn't matter what currency it is because all of those new platforms allow you to do so. But before I actually talk a bit more about this, I'm not a legal advisor. I can't give you financial advice. So please do your own research. So the thing about investing is that if you're gonna plant your seeds now, you have a tree later. And in the UK, we've got something called an ISA, an individual savings account. And this is something that allows you to invest £20,000 every single year. And you don't have to pay any sort of dividend tax on it, any sort of capital tax on it. So this is something I highly recommend to those individuals in the UK. Because by you simply investing some money into it, it doesn't necessarily have to be £20,000. Because I know that's so much money. By you just simply putting some money into that account, it allows you to build your wealth over time. And I'm not here to actually tell you, yeah, if you invested in this stock, you would have had so much money. Or if you invested in this stock, you would have X amount of money. Because that's not the point of investing. The point of investing is to simply put some money into it and allow it to grow over time to beat inflation. Because if you're not going to do anything with your money and just keep it in your bank and your mentality is, well, I'm a good guy because I'm saving my money and I'm not spending it. The reality is that inflation will actually slowly start to eat up some of that money because your purchasing power will decrease and therefore your money in the future will be worth less than in the present. And you can actually beat this by investing wisely. And therefore nowadays you have so many amazing platforms that you can try. So one of the best tips I can give most of you guys now is to actually start investing because you will thank yourself later. Because if you don't start now and you start over 10 or 20 years, and I don't particularly want to talk about a lot of numbers, but if you actually did it the right way, you could have made so much more. And we talk about 6 figures and 7 figures. So if you're someone that got a bit excited and actually wants to start investing something, you don't have to invest a lot. You can simply start by £1, $1 or whatever your currency is. I'll have a link down below for the investment platform that I use. It's called Trading 212. So if you're someone that is in the UK or maybe any of the other European countries, if you hit the link down below and actually sign up and deposit £1, €1, whatever the currency in your country is, it will actually give you a free stock valued up to £100. Number 2, easily distracted. So hey, if you're actually watching this video at the moment and you haven't skipped to the next video, great, you're doing something well. Because the truth is, a lot of individuals, when they're watching something or they're focusing on something, they easily get distracted and do something else. And the thing that most men don't understand about this is that if you're gonna do something and you're not even gonna particularly focus on it, you won't achieve the best results. And I know a lot of individuals will probably say, yeah, I'm already naturally gifted and therefore whatever I do, I'm really great at it or something along those lines. But what if you actually did try to focus on it and gave you 100%? Because if you actually did do this, you actually get the best results out there. So please try to focus a bit more on the things that you're doing. I know sometimes things are boring, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't focus on it. Because if you're gonna focus on it now, you actually thank yourself later down the road. And you see it all the times. People that actually focus on the dream, gave it all and didn't go for the easy route. They're so much more successful and more happy in their life than all of those other individuals that actually took the easy way out and now they simply are clueless and don't know what to do in their life. So hey, don't be distracted and watch this video till the end. Thank you. Number 3, looking at the result. And hey, looking at your result is very important. But why did I put this in the list? The truth about this is that most individuals always are constantly focusing on the results without putting enough effort into something. And that's something that will hold you back. That's the same when it comes to going to the gym. A lot of individuals, they actually start to go to the gym and they expect amazing results. Want to gain like 5 kg in a month and then they simply don't get it and get discouraged and just simply stop. Focusing on your results is important. But what I've always noticed with a lot of men is that they only have short-term goals. So instead of focusing for a 1 to 3 year period, they're always looking at 1 week, 1 month, or maybe even 3 months and expect some magical results. And that's not gonna happen. If you're someone that actually wants to get great results, it's obviously important to focus on your results, but do it over the long term because your results will fluctuate. Nothing will go in a linear line. some days you'll have better days, while other days it will actually suck. And that's the reality. But that doesn't mean you need to stop. And one thing that I read the other day is that most individuals overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 3 years. So this is something I want you to actually do after this video, because I know you're not going to be distracted. So after this video, I want you to write down your goals for 3 years instead of 1 year. So what do you think you can achieve in 3 years? Because this way, it will actually allow you to allocate your goals in a better way and give you a much longer period of time to actually work on it. Number 4, stop learning. So hey, most of you guys that are watching these videos are smart. And this is not some kind of cheesy thing that I'm saying, but the truth is, and the reality is, by you simply watching this video, you're trying to better yourself and you're trying to learn more things. But, however, most individuals actually stop learning after they graduate or simply leave college. So if you're not gonna be a lifelong learner, you actually hold yourself back at life, because there's other individuals that are constantly learning. And it doesn't necessarily have to be books or like some sort of educational form of learning, because nowadays you can learn in so many different ways. Simply just going out and traveling the world is an experience, and therefore you're actually learning about other cultures and the world in itself. So don't only think learning is particularly about books. And that's something I want you to do for the rest of your life if you want to be more successful, because it just simply sucks, and I see it all the time. A lot of individuals, they stop learning after college or university while they have so much potential. And the sad reality that I always see is that we as men don't appreciate the privilege we've currently got, because we've got access to the internet, so you can pretty much learn anything on the internet. So you've got YouTube. If you really want to learn something, just go on YouTube and simply type how to do X, and you'll find so many resources out there that can actually help you. So if you're someone that's willing to put the work in to actually try to learn something, it will actually really help you out in the long term. So besides of all of the free content that there's out there, I always notice that a lot of individuals don't simply learn because they haven't invested enough time or effort or maybe even money into it. And therefore, if you're someone that actually wants to take it to the next step, you can actually try out SkillShare. So I have it linked down below. You'll get your first 14 days for absolutely nothing. And if you're gonna sign up to SkillShare, you actually put some kind of effort into it, even though it's not money. You actually went to the website and signed up, and this will actually allow you to be more open to learning from it, because unfortunately we don't understand how valuable something is unless we've put a lot of effort into it or money. So if you want to take it to the next step and you always feel that you're actually holding yourself back because you already know there's so much amazing content out there, I'll have SkillShare linked down below for you to actually take the first step. And finally, number 5, procrastinating. So this is something I see a lot of guys do. They always make promises to themselves that they will actually start a business, or simply that they will actually start to revise for one of those mock exams that is coming up. And the reason for this is quite simple. You're probably very ambitious and you want to get more out of life. You've got dreams and desires, and therefore you make promises for yourself to actually take steps to get closer to your goal. But the unfortunate reality is that if you're gonna procrastinate once, you're actually taking some kind of respect out of yourself, because you need to respect yourself to actually prevent being someone that's procrastinating. So if you're someone that actually wants to get rid of all of that procrastination, you need to give yourself some kind of deadline or some kind of punishment. I know it sounds a bit harsh, but if you're someone that really wants to respect your own time and wants to actually get things done, you need to respect yourself first. And the thing I always see guys do is that they make themselves a promise, but they don't keep themselves accountable. And therefore, even though you don't do it consciously, unconsciously, you start to respect yourself a bit less, because you know you're not gonna do it. You know you're not gonna actually take action towards your goals, and therefore the next time you make yourself a promise, you simply won't do it, because subconsciously your mind already knows you're not gonna put the effort into it, because you've actually made these promises before like this and didn't even hold up to them. So if you want to actually counterfeit these problems, you need to give yourself some kind of deadline and give yourself some kind of punishments, because if you don't do this, you'll fall back into your old habits. So hey, I don't want you to procrastinate now. So if you're someone that's really serious about changing your life and taking the right steps to actually prevent being someone that's gonna make mistakes, that's gonna ruin their life, the first thing I want you to do is open yourself an investment account. You don't necessarily have to put a ton of money into it, but if you're someone that's in the UK or the EU, I recommend you trading 212 in the link down below. And the second thing I want you to do is to write down your goals. So instead of writing down your goals for 1 year, I actually want you to write it down for 3 years. And the last thing you may want to do is to sign up for SkillShare, because this way you hold yourself a bit more accountable if you want to learn more. So anyways, I hope this video was really useful and informative. If you want to see more content like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out, because I truly appreciate you guys watching these videos. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.